India and China accounted for a very large percent of world GDP, more than 60% from time memorial till almost 1500 post-Christ. And so effectively, almost the entire history of mankind had India and China being very large forces to reckon with in economics. Later on, with industrialization of Europe, that position was taken by Europe and later on by US. But again, the center of gravity is shifting to India and China because India and China account for almost 40% of world population. Ultimately, more than 40% of world GDP will finally be created by these two countries.
Bilateral economic and trade cooperation has increased a lot, especially during the recent years. We have very big numbers for the bilateral trade, about 17 billion US dollars per year. And for the economic cooperation, especially for the investment to India, last year we reached about 1.1 billion US dollars. The increase about 643% for the year.
We may say that we are fastest growing economies. I think there is a potential to grow faster.
If you compare China and India, if you look at the infrastructures, for the roads, there's a lot of improvement needed. So this also gives us the confidence that we can kind of help our friends here to improve the living standard conditions, and we can show them it is feasible because 20 years ago in China, it's the same thing. So we can change it in a very short time. It's not a 100-year dream, it's only 10, 20 years. I think with the good governance, maybe India can achieve that even faster than China.
Chinese capitalism is quite state-oriented, and Indian capitalism is pretty much non-state-oriented. And so there are a lot to learn.
We established this Mumbai Chinese Enterprise Association about 2 years ago. So for the first year, we have about 40 members. We're having, I guess, more than almost double of that this year. So that our Indian friends can have a better understanding of how and what those Chinese enterprises has been doing in this spectacular market.
Our main business is maritime sea transportation and also logistics. We headquarters is in Bombay, but we have 12 offices all over India.
We started our operations in 2002 with the imports of concrete equipment from China. And slowly in 2006, we acquired the land for building up this factory. The economics of this area has changed completely. So setting up the factory here has generated a lot of employment for the local people. Because of SANI, there is a direct employment, which is around, say, 400 people which we employ.
बहुत सारी लोकल जो कंपोनेंट सप्लाई फैक्ट्रीज़ है, उनके लिए यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा जॉब मिला है, उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिली है। वर्ल्ड क्लास मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है यहाँ पे, तो उनका जो क्वालिटी ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड है और जो पार्ट्स बनाने का जो क्वालिटी ऑफ पार्ट्स, वो भी एक इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ है। अच्छे से स्कूल और फिर वो लोग अगर अच्छा रोजगार कमा रहे हैं, इसके हिसाब से उनके पास अच्छे से मकान है, एक अच्छी खासी उनको लाइफ में अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए।
India is the world's leading low-cost supplier of medicines, and healthcare is a big concern in China. Or cinema and entertainment. One of our Hindi movies, Dangal, I believe is one of the most popular foreign movies in China, and it's collected something like 1,500 crores of revenue. So it just shows that there is a appreciation for Indian cinema and entertainment.
There's one thing I want to share with you, like the recent festivals that we had, Ganesh Chaturthi and Bakri Eid, during Ganesh Chaturthi, our friends from the Maharashtrian friends shared the modak with us, which was quite pious when they bought it all the way from Lalbagh with due respect to everybody, and it was very sweet for them to bring it for us. And at the same time, during Bakrid, we also celebrate getting biryanis and giving to people that we all enjoy it together. Apart from this, we also celebrate a birthday. Like anybody who has a birthday, we celebrate all together. So that's a bond that we have with each other, and that's what we share with each other.
Long time, I don't want to stay hotel because I want to leave the apartment to cook myself. Okay, long time I ask my landlord, okay, I don't want to stay in hotel. I want to move in your house. The landlord said, okay, I can move out. He moved out.
So you always feel very warm in the heart for one moment or two. It's not really a big contribution that's significant as to be recording history, but it is always small things that will make you feel very much moved.
Chinese and Indian military troops reportedly clashed earlier this week in a disputed region in the Himalayan mountains.
It showed how, with a great sense of maturity and insanity, it was resolved in a very, I would say, amicable way to the mutual satisfaction of both parties.
I like India so much. I like Indian culture, Indian people, Indian food. So I think I have the half Indian.
Working with Indian people, I feel very comfortable. We got the chance to understand the local, the Indian culture, the history. I think that this is not many people have this lucky.
Holi is a very, very wonderful festival and colorful. So every time our neighbor and invite me together play the color and have eating, have the food together.
Indians should be strongly encouraged to learn the Chinese language. The Chinese should be encouraged to learn Indian languages, including, say, Hindi and some of the regional languages. Some of the great literature, I think, on both sides should be translated into each other's language. When President Xi Jinping took office, he actually specifically mentioned India, and he laid down 5 principles of mutual respect, mutual non-aggression, mutual recognition of sovereignty, and of course mutual benefit and cooperation and peaceful coexistence. So these are the principles I think he articulated, and in fact he'll be completing 5 years of his term. So I believe from India, Prime Minister Modi and from President Xi Jinping, with a commitment to developing these very dynamic relations.
China is slowly opening up itself to newer ways of life, and many changes that could be sort of happening where Indian companies can take advantage because of their understanding of the cultural aspects of it. And ultimately both Indian and Chinese companies will have to work together to ensure that Make in India becomes successful.
Someday down the line, when we look back, at that time maybe China and India are the most economically advanced economies in the world. And they will be very proud that we have done a lot in that process.
Hereafter, everyone forever Hindi TV. Bye bye. Thank you.